A different side of the king of rock and roll. Explore a different dimension of the iconic performer. This photo captures a different side of the king of rock and roll, perhaps showing him in a contemplative mood, focusing on his personal life, or engaging in a hobby like karate, which he loved. Elvis was a complex man, moving far beyond his public image of leather jumpsuits and slicked back hair. This image invites us to reflect on the private individual behind the world-famous legend. Elvis and Priscilla in Hawaii, circa 1968. Here another beautiful Hawaiian retreat. Here are Elvis and Priscilla in Hawaii around 1968, enjoying the beautiful island scenery. Hawaii often served as a romantic escape for the couple and was a location Elvis frequently visited for filming and vacations. These trips provided a necessary break from the intense pressure of his career, allowing them to relax and spend quality time together as a newly established family. Starting their honeymoon in Frank Sinatra's private jet. What a way to start a marriage! Elvis and Priscilla are pictured here at McCarran International Airport, ready to begin their honeymoon in Palm Springs, immediately following their wedding. They traveled in style aboard Frank Sinatra's private jet, a fitting touch for the king and his queen. This glamorous departure marked the beginning of their life as a married couple, leaving the secret wedding behind for a brief period of private celebration. Leaving the hospital with newborn Lisa Marie, February 5, 1968. Witness the joy of a new family. This classic photo captures Elvis and Priscilla leaving Baptist Memorial Hospital in Memphis on February 5, 1968, with their newborn daughter, Lisa Marie. Lisa Marie's birth just 9 months after their wedding was a moment of immense happiness. The excited parents were met by a flurry of media and fans, all eager to catch a glimpse of the new addition to the Presley family before they headed home to Graceland. Elvis and Priscilla in Bad Nauheim, West Germany, fall 1959. Discover a moment of international romance. This photo of Elvis and Priscilla Presley was taken in the fall of 1959 in Bad Nauheim, West Germany. Elvis was stationed nearby during his army service. This is where their legendary relationship blossomed. Priscilla, only 14 at the time, was introduced to the 23-year-old king, and they spent considerable time together, laying the groundwork for their future marriage once Elvis returned to the States. Elvis and actress Venetia Stevenson in Memphis, August 1957. Witness a celebrity visit to Graceland. These pictures, taken in August 1957, show Elvis with actress Venetia Stevenson during her visit to Memphis. At the time, Elvis was still adjusting to life as a megastar, and Graceland was a new sanctuary. Venetia was a popular figure in Hollywood, and her visit shows how quickly Elvis had become a magnet for Tinseltown's elite, even in his private life away from the California spotlight. Elvis and Priscilla in Hawaii, c. 1969. Duplicate of 8 and 25. Return to the beautiful Aloha State. Elvis and Priscilla are pictured in Hawaii around 1969. Hawaii was more than just a vacation spot. It was a place of creativity and relaxation for Elvis. These trips helped him maintain his balance between his hectic performance schedule and his personal life. The beautiful backdrop perfectly complements the glamour of the king and his wife. Elvis kisses 2 different women only 2 days apart. Witness a typical moment of the king's high-profile dating life. This photo sequence captures Elvis kissing 2 different women only 2 days apart. Before his marriage to Priscilla, Elvis was constantly surrounded by beautiful women and enjoyed a highly publicized bachelor lifestyle. These photos, likely from the late 1950s or early 1960s, showcase the intense attention and adoration he received, highlighting his position as one of the world's most desired celebrities. Elvis at a Christmas party in Bad Nauheim, Germany, December 19, 1959. Celebrate Christmas with the King in the Army. On December 19, 1959, Elvis's Army Battalion held a Christmas party at a local restaurant in Bad Nauheim, Germany. Despite being thousands of miles from Graceland, Elvis shared the holiday spirit with his fellow troops. He remained an approachable and friendly soldier throughout his service, often joining in events like this to celebrate and maintain camaraderie before his return home. Elvis completes basic training, August 9, 1958. Witness a significant milestone. On August 9, 1958, Elvis officially completed basic training for the U.S. Army at Fort Hood in Texas. Despite the media frenzy surrounding him, Elvis successfully completed the rigorous training regimen alongside his peers. This moment marked his transition from a recruit to an official soldier, a role he took seriously, earning him respect worldwide. Last week in the States before Germany, 1958. Imagine the emotional farewell. This image is from Elvis's last week in the States in 1958 before being deployed to Germany. During this period, his longtime girlfriend Anita Wood was understandably heartbroken. This time was filled with emotional goodbyes to loved ones, family, and fans. It captures the tension between his massive career and his duty to serve his country overseas. Elvis meets Margit Bergen in Germany, October 5, 1958. Discover the beginning of an army romance. On October 5, 1958, shortly after arriving in Germany, Elvis met Margit Bergen at the Ritters Park Hotel. Margit simply wanted a picture, but Elvis was charmed and obliged. They soon began dating, providing him companionship during his time away from home. This encounter shows how the King's charm was still irresistible, even while wearing a uniform in a foreign country. Elvis Presley is discharged from the Army, March 1, 1960. Celebrate the return of the King. Elvis Presley was officially discharged from the United States Army on March 1, 1960. This long-awaited day marked the end of his 2-year military service and the beginning of a massive comeback. Fans around the world eagerly anticipated his return to the stage and the screen, proving that his absence had only amplified his legendary status. Elvis returns home from Germany, March 3, 1960. Witness the triumphant homecoming. On March 3, 1960, Elvis's plane landed at McGuire Air Force Base in New Jersey, marking his return from Germany. A huge crowd of fans, the media, and figures like Nancy Sinatra and Colonel Parker were there to greet him. This moment was a massive event, symbolizing the return of the world's biggest star and kicking off the next exciting phase of his iconic career. Elvis causes a traffic jam signing autographs, February 13, 1959. Experience the sheer chaos of Elvis's fame. On February 13, 1959, while serving in Germany, Elvis caused a small traffic jam in Friedberg when he stopped to sign autographs. Even in uniform, his presence was magnetic. Despite the military setting, fans found him wherever he went, a testament to his global celebrity. Elvis was known for his generosity with fans, happily signing autographs whenever possible. Elvis writes to Anita Wood, October 28, 1958. See a personal moment from the soldier. On October 28, 1958, while stationed in Germany, Elvis wrote a letter to his girlfriend at the time, Anita Wood. Letters were a crucial way for Elvis to maintain contact with his loved ones back home during his 2-year deployment. This simple act of writing shows a personal side of the King, highlighting his commitment to maintaining important relationships despite the distance. A lucky fan meets Elvis in Paris, June 1959. Imagine meeting the King on the streets of Paris. This photo shows a lucky fan meeting Elvis Presley on the Champs-Élysées during his trip to Paris in June 1959. While on leave from the army in Germany, Elvis and his friends explored the iconic French capital. He remained instantly recognizable, even when trying to enjoy a quiet moment, always gracious with the adoring public who swarmed him wherever he traveled. Elvis's first day in Paris, June 1959. Begin the adventure. This picture is from just the first day of Elvis's 12-day trip to Paris in June 1959. While his army duties were in Germany, he often took leave to visit nearby European cities. Paris deeply impressed him with its culture and history. These trips were vital for providing him with a break from the military routine, allowing him to enjoy a taste of European life before returning home. Elvis and Priscilla in Palm Springs, May 1967. Enjoy a private moment during the honeymoon. Elvis and Priscilla Presley spent their honeymoon in Palm Springs in May 1967 at the now famous mid-century modern home. After their short, secret wedding, this time allowed them to finally relax and enjoy their new status as husband and wife away from the media frenzy. This location became their secret sanctuary, often referred to as the honeymoon hideaway.
Elvis and Linda Thompson in North Carolina, August 3, 1976. Witness a late career moment on the road. This photo captures Elvis and Linda Thompson in Fayetteville, North Carolina on August 3, 1976. Linda was Elvis's devoted companion during his final years, often traveling with him as he toured extensively. These road trips were a constant feature of his life during this era, and Linda provided comfort and stability amidst the demanding schedule of the king.
Baby Lisa Marie with her parents. Look at the king and queen with their heir. This sweet family portrait features baby Lisa Marie with her proud parents, Elvis and Priscilla. Lisa Marie's arrival completed the royal family unit. Elvis was an extremely doting father, and pictures like this capture the pure, overwhelming love and joy she brought to her parents, who cherished every moment with their only child. Elvis and baby Lisa Marie Presley. See the tender bond between father and daughter? This close-up photo of Elvis and baby Lisa Marie Presley highlights the deep connection Elvis felt for his daughter. Lisa Marie was the apple of his eye, and he often spent as much time as possible with her despite his demanding schedule. This image is a beautiful testament to Elvis's role as a loving and devoted father. Elvis and Priscilla's honeymoon in Palm Springs, May 1967. Duplicate of 49. Remember the beautiful start to their marriage. Elvis and Priscilla Presley spent their honeymoon in Palm Springs in May 1967. This time was a brief period of uninterrupted privacy following their highly secretive wedding in Las Vegas. The gorgeous, modern home was the perfect setting for them to begin their life as a married couple, away from the world's intense focus. The wedding at the Aladdin Hotel, May 1, 1967. Duplicate of 23. Relive the wedding day. On May 1, 1967, Elvis and Priscilla were married at the Aladdin Hotel in Las Vegas. The ceremony was intentionally kept small and brief, organized by Colonel Parker. Despite its brevity, the wedding was a glamorous affair. This iconic image captures the king and his bride on the day they made history as Mr. and Mrs. Elvis Presley. Elvis with friends before the wedding, May 1, 1967. Witness the calm before the ceremony. This photo shows Elvis surrounded by close friends known as the Memphis Mafia, just before his wedding on May 1, 1967. These trusted companions were Elvis's core support group, serving as his bodyguards and confidants. This moment captures the camaraderie and loyalty that surrounded the king just before he walked down the aisle to marry Priscilla. Elvis, Tom Jones, and the Memphis Mafia in Hawaii, 1969. Look at this gathering of legends. This unique photo from a 1969 Hawaiian vacation shows Elvis and members of the Memphis Mafia alongside fellow singing superstar Tom Jones. Elvis and Tom Jones had a mutual respect and admiration for each other's work and often socialized, particularly in Las Vegas. This picture captures two of the era's biggest names sharing a relaxing moment in a tropical paradise. On the set of Blue Hawaii, 1961. Step behind the scenes of a classic. These photos were taken on the set of the highly successful 1961 film Blue Hawaii. The film's soundtrack became one of the best-selling of Elvis's career, and the movie cemented his image as a sun-kissed, easygoing idol. This image provides a glimpse into the production, showing Elvis charming the crew between takes of the picturesque movie. Rare shots of Priscilla, 1969. Admire the style of the Queen. These rare shots feature Priscilla Presley in 1969. This era marked a fashionable time for Priscilla, as she became a style icon in her own right, known for her dramatic eyeliner and high-fashion looks. She often accompanied Elvis during his Las Vegas comeback, always making a stunning impression as the wife of the world's most famous entertainer. Elvis Presley in the movie Roustabout, 1964. See the king in a different role. This photo is from the 1964 film Roustabout, where Elvis played a struggling musician working with a traveling carnival. Although the 1960s were dominated by his film career, Roustabout proved to be one of his highest-grossing movies. This image captures Elvis in character, ready for another big-screen performance. Priscilla and Lisa Marie at Disneyland, circa 1970. Experience a magical day out. This charming photo shows Priscilla and Lisa Marie enjoying a visit to Disneyland around 1970. Despite their intense fame, Priscilla made sure Lisa Marie experienced typical childhood joys. This visit to the famous theme park highlights her efforts to provide a sense of normalcy for her daughter, creating happy memories away from the pressures of Graceland and celebrity life.